kind of get everything set up here on my end. Any questions? Any guys? This is basically these meetings here from 11 to 12 are are for deal help. Questions. Questions are in answers regarding maybe how to make a buyer's list, how to find a title company, how to find a distressed property, how to talk to a seller, how to whether it's like negotiation and all that kind of stuff. So. Any questions regarding that, guys? Anything you guys are working on in your market or me or Eric's market? You could always partner. I know Eric put in he's more so he has like a whole tab like partner with Eric. So I'm on there as well. So anything you guys send to us, we'll look and see, and we work out the percentages that way for what you guys need help on. So it's we have people in our Tampa Bay area. We have also buyers in in the Poconos area of Pennsylvania, Lehigh Valley area of Pennsylvania. So if you have any leads that way, let me know. Also, I was talking to one of my guys that I wholesale with down here. They were saying that they are interested in. I don't know if you guys have any short sale properties that you guys can't work anymore. But he was saying that he's interested in. I don't know the whole schematics. I just know he was reached out saying that he wants pretty much buys anywhere. He just is looking for some short sale opportunities. So if you guys have any leads like that, you could always reach out to me. I'll put my name in the chat here. Me personally, I don't work short sales. But yeah, this one buyer is interested in short sales. He pretty much buys anywhere. So if you have anything that that is a short sale, just let me know. I could reach out to him and see if that's something that he might be interested in. Doesn't matter how well it's just like any lead that you're stuck on that was a short sale. Any questions, guys? Anything that you guys got going on here? Today's Friday. Appreciate you guys joining in, midday. Let's see here. Any leads you guys need help on? Any questions for me? I guess let's see here. Daniel, pretty much I was saying I have a guy who's interested in short sales anywhere nationwide. I don't know the whole full details. I didn't talk to him personally, but one of my people who I wholesale with brought this guy to my attention yesterday. Like I would say like around like 4 or 5. And that's so if you had any leads that you guys were working in, you wanted to send over, just message me on Discord and I'll reach out to him and see if that's something that he might be interested in. I don't know, like it could be anywhere, and it could be anywhere. I just don't know the whole, what other requirements that he needs because I didn't speak to him personally. But just thought I'd ask. So I mean, if you have anything that you guys are stuck on short sale wise, just let me know. I put my name in the chat there. So that's pretty much all you missed. Anything else you guys got going on?
Hey, Terrell, just a quick question on the short sale. Obviously they're looking for like sub 2 or like
yeah,
2.
yeah, something creative, something anything creative. I mean, I don't know. I was basically told. Let me actually call right now. Let me see. I'm just reading the answer. Let's see, hold on. I know they might be driving right now, but yeah, it's her. It's this one of my people who I work with. Her name's Lisa. She brought this guy to my attention.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Hey Lisa, how you doing? I was just thinking about that short sale conversation that we had yesterday. So what exactly are the details that guy needs?
So typical, standard details, age of the roof, age of the HVAC, year built, block frame, bed bath square footage, at least 10 photos. We want to know, did it get affected by the storm or not? Definitely the most recent mortgage statement. If you could get any details of how far behind they are, that would be good. But as long as we have the most recent mortgage statement, but it should be good there. And yes, and pretty much it. And just that the seller can get on board.
Okay. And it's not only Florida though. It's like, everywhere. Okay, everywhere. Okay, gotcha. Just wanted to know. So I just, I'll make note of that, and I'll ask my team, and I want to hopefully we're able to send something over to you guys that that you guys like and are able to pursue.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Of course. All right. Well, we'll be in touch for sure.
I'm about to step into a meeting. I should have a little more availability this afternoon. I just got down to Miami, so
Okay.
out here it's sunny. Yay!
Yeah. No, over here it's like 60s by me. Like I think it's like 65 or 64 degrees.
70 here. So.
Okay. There you go. All right. Alrighty. Thanks. Take care. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, so you guys heard that. Any questions on what Lisa said, or let's see? No. Okay.
I would assume she's looking for like a 3-bed, 1-bath at least.
Yeah. I'm assuming. I mean, oh yeah, this one here too. So, forget what was this? Was this one I tried calling the agent and he didn't answer? I think.
Yeah, this guy's a real piece of work. I mean, I try to get a hold of him. I can't. I mean, I don't know if you want to give him just an extra call from a different number and at least maybe try him again, see if he picks up for you.
Yeah, hold on. What is this? You even tried texting as well?
Yeah, I tried texting. I mean,
yeah,
tough guy to get a hold of.
Yeah, usually when it's like that, like he tried for multiple days. So what I do is just then I would contact basically his office, his brokerage. So Impact Realty, Tampa Bay, or even and if they can't help, then I would go to the seller, try to skip and try to see if I could find the seller information. But then I think this was in an LLC, I believe. So it could be difficult to. It's not that easy to always get a hold of when it's in an LLC. But yeah, I'm dialing him right now. I forget the whole details here. Was this was this short sale? No,
it's not technically a short sale, but they bought it for like $440. He's asking $400, so he's
okay.
I mean, I think it's a great property. It's like I said, it comes fully furnished, so all the furniture in there just comes with it.
Please leave your message for 7274.
Damn, listed since last year.
2.
I mean, I could try calling him again, see if he answers, but I mean, I feel at this point, Tim, you might have to try calling the brokerage and seeing, what's, basically it's like, hey, are you guys, do you guys know Moises is in the office today? Like, I've been trying to get a hold of him for the past few days now for this property on Rotunda Circle. I tried calling him, texting him, blah blah blah, and then usually like you leave a message or you talk to like someone over there, or like a representative over there. Then that same day, or hopefully within the hour or 2 hours, then that agent will call you back, because then they go after them and say like, hey, look, this guy's interested. He's saying you haven't gotten back to him.
Yeah, I've run into this situation before. Usually if the guy doesn't contact me, I don't want, somebody who picks up the phone and be like, oh, well, I can help you. So then you have 2 agents involved.
True. I mean, that's you only have those 2 options, just reaching out to the brokerage or trying to skip and seeing if you can find the LLC information. But it might be, I forget the name of the LLC, and also too, I think it was registered in South Carolina. So you would have to find out the LLC finder for South Carolina, that website, and then go about it that way. I just know that I don't obviously don't I don't know the website for that. I just know the website for PA in Florida. But I mean, it shouldn't be difficult to find that LLC lookup thing and then putting in that LLC. And do you have the LLC name or do you need that?
No, I got it. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, sorry. I mean, I just, I wish I could work it for you. Just can't when they don't answer. Any, and that goes for the future guys also too. Like if agents are not responding to you, try calling the brokerage. They should be able to get that agent to get back to you. Usually, it's like talking to their boss essentially. And if that doesn't work, then yeah, try to see if you can contact the seller. Yeah, obviously the agent has to still be involved unless the seller wants to try to drop that because it's an agreement. It's an agreement that the seller signs with the agent. So sometimes it might not be easy for them to drop them. Sometimes it is. And also too, you gotta, it's sometimes when people sign with an agent, it could be like for 30 days, could be for 60, for 90 days. So, always good to find that out. And then, try working it out. Maybe when the seller could drop them. And then, you basically would be direct if they like work, how you sound and all that kind of stuff. All right, let's see. Anything else you guys got going on in Florida, PA, anywhere? Texas, Illinois, New York, Charlotte, California. All right,
I'm probably gonna call that. I don't know if that property I spoke to you about yesterday. I don't know if it actually got accepted. So I'm probably gonna give them a call back as well. I mean, I think it was a pretty good property. I mean, the roof was the biggest thing, but I think overall it wasn't that bad of in condition, really.
Yeah, 40 to 50, I think was what I told you. 40 to 50, but yeah, no, I forget the ARV. I know you said like you thought it was a little bit higher, but with the new constructions, I mean, it's just you can't it's hard to ever go over what and say this a renovated home would sell over what a new construction just sold for because everything is new, unless it's like a smaller new construction or whatever. In the house in the subject house is like way bigger, then yeah, that would make sense possibly, but most cases it's it's not that way.
No, I agree. Like I said, I mean, that's what the realtor gave me for the ARV, and you kind of matched it. So I'm just gonna stick with that.
Yeah, he has it priced pretty well, which is it's sometimes it's uncommon that it's like priced that well. That's probably it's probably going to be a lot of offers on the table. I'm assuming if probably an offer accepted either by today or maybe the weekend, if anything. All right. Let's see what else. I mean, for me personally, let's talk about what I have one lead that I guess two good leads that I'm working. One's in Tampa. Pretty much it's she's paying for the probate. For people who don't know what a probate is, it's so her mom used to own the property. Her mom passed away. I forget what year she passed away, but she forget the name of the attorney. She told me. I think I wrote it down somewhere. But anyway, that person's working the probate for her to make her the representative of the estate. And when so that would allow her to sell the property because obviously right now, if you look, it's a state of what's her mom? I think her mom's name is Brenda something. So or no, Darlene. Her name is Brenda. But yeah, so she is not able to sell it until the probate is complete. It should be complete probably by the end of this month, maybe beginning of December. And after it's all said and done, then she will be able to sell it. And all that kind of stuff. So probate, it has to go through the family tree. It would let's say spouses, then kids, then it just keeps going down, just trying to get to the kin of the deceased. And then once you speak to who you're supposed to speak to, then yeah, I mean, it's pretty much it's a longer process. Probably probates take, I completed one. This took a little bit longer because I had to do two, but basically I would say for about 3 months, 2 to 3 months for like a summary administration. And then, from transferring it from an estate to an actual thing that they're able to sell. So just keep that in mind. But anyway, long story short, basically just waiting on that. And then also too, it's like she needs somewhere to move. Kind of like my other deal in Clearwater, she needs somewhere to move. So I don't know, it's not like a hot lead, but it's just something that's in the works that could amount to something maybe first thing in January. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, right now she wants 300,000. Property is probably only worth about, I would say, 240 to really make money. Yeah, so just gotta talk her down a little bit and see. I mean, it's always like that. They're always a few grand apart. I remember, that deal I had in Clearwater a few months ago. I mean, she wanted 350. I then talked her down to 302, and then we sold it for 318. So, just again, they always start high, and just gotta talk them down, show them comps, so they could understand, like, hey, look, I could pay you 350, but are you willing to do this, this, and this? No, I don't have the capital to do this, this, or this. Then okay. Well, I mean, the home needs a new roof. It hasn't been done since 2006, and HVAC's a little newer, so I mean, I don't have to replace that. But the windows, I mean, the cabinets, her cabinets are all falling apart. It needs a whole new kitchen. I mean, everything's dated, so you just gotta talk to these sellers, and sometimes it's easier to do it in person as opposed to over the phone. You could only do so much over the phone, but in person obviously is more powerful, and they go from there. I mean, I have a deal I have closing today, same thing. He wanted 250. I talked him down to 2.25, and then in person I got him down to 200. And then wholesaling that for like 230, I think, or something. 230. But you just gotta talk them down, and it's easier said than done. But just obviously practice. You practice with somebody, practice in front of the practice in front of the mirror, and you'll get better with it just as time goes on. I mean, I wish I could show you guys calls for when I first, like my first 2-3 months working, at A1 Assets, in the office here in Florida, but obviously I don't have those calls. But I mean, they were probably not the best, I mean, I didn't get my first deal until like 2.5 months in his office, in Eric's office. But after that, they started, slowly coming in, and obviously, 2 or 3 years later, I'm still doing it. So, any questions, guys? Anything you guys got going on? Any
Yeah, I was working this probate deal a couple months ago, but they were, it was a nice property, had like 5 acres. It was like kind of like backed up on a lake down in Florida down there. But I mean, it was crazy. There was like 8 people involved, and then so like they all had to agree. So, but their price was way too high. So I'm like, I mean, they'd have to drop like 200,000. I mean, they're just asking way too much for the property.
8 people on the LLC, damn.
Well, it was like eight family members. I don't know what.
Oh, okay, sorry.
There was like a ton of people that had like agreed to the price, and I'm like, well, that's going to be difficult.
Yeah, and those are like, whenever it's like that, I mean, it's hard. It's hard because, I mean, I've dealt with situations where it's like probates and it's like that, and it's just people get mad that like, oh well, you weren't there for blah 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 during their last moments, their last few months. You never wanted to deal with going to the hospital. I was always there. Like, I don't even want to split the money with blah 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 because of that. Like, it's not fair. It's like, I dealt with that. Yeah, that type of situation is always hard too. It's just a lot of voices, so it's like a lot of negotiate. Now you go through one person, you got 6-7 other people you got to deal with too, to agree on the same number that the one person agreed to. It's like, oh, I talked to so and so. We said we agreed to 200,000. What? That property is worth well over 200,000. Why did she say that? And it's so. Yeah, those types of situations are hard. I mean, you don't do so much over the phone, and then it's just meeting in person is just easier if that's possible. But over the phone, having a separate, like, you got to do like either like a big, Zoom meeting or like, phone meeting, whatever. But I mean, it's going to be difficult to have like, let's say like let's say talk to 2 people here, talk to 3 people tomorrow. It's like, it's a lot of repeating yourselves and all that stuff. So yeah, those are you're still working that lead, or you're,
No, I mean their asking price was just so high. I mean, they'd have to drop. I'd have to drop them like 150,000, 200,000. I mean, it was
well, I
just
mean, the only thing you could really do if that's currently where you're at, I mean, I would just wait like a month, see. I mean, most likely it's not going to sell. I mean, if you ran the numbers correctly and stuff like that, like, you have to be out of your mind as an investor to, let's say pay X amount for it, so just maybe waiting a month and seeing, like, revisiting it is like, hey, how you doing? It's blah, blah, blah. I had some time to check in. You guys came to my mind. Are you guys still open to selling the property? And it's like, and seeing how that goes, and then, go from there.
yeah, it's on the back burner.
Yeah, exactly. It's on the back burner. There you go. Let's see here. See what else I could chat about here. I mean, I got that one, and then I have another one that's right by where I'm at. And I'm just trying to get a hold of I've been only talking to the wife. I got to get a hold of the husband. The husband's like a CPA, so like, I guess the wife kind of is like been the gatekeeper. It's like, oh yeah, he's busy. Like every tax season's coming around, so it's like we're swamped right now. But it's in a pre-foreclosure. I think the auction date was back in July, but nothing ever happened. So like, I mean, it's only a matter of time before they can't really do anything with it anymore. So I'm just gotta get a hold of him and hopefully talk him to agreeing to a price for the home and stuff like that. But
He's he's a CPA and he doesn't realize what's going on.
I know, right? It's kind of weird. I mean, I guess he does, but he's just gonna let it go. But I'm just like I was telling his wife, I never spoke to him. I spoke to the wife like 3 times. I guess they had other stuff going on. They just kind of let it go, and they're at the point now where it's like, yeah, we just want to get rid of it. That's and that was like the first time. I think I talked to the wife like a little bit over a week ago, and I tried contacting her yesterday and the day before, no answer. But I spoke to her 3 times, so I don't know what happened, what went wrong. But I mean, we had good conversations, but again, like, I need to talk to the husband so we could kind of get, because it's a probate too, so they pay for the probate, so he's able to, his representative for his mom's estate. And I mean, so the wife can't really sign anything, so it's the husband I have to talk to, because he's the one he's going to be able to sign. And yeah, I'm just kind of not been able to. I've been getting, basically, like, I have his phone number for his I have 2 numbers, one for the wife, and then I have like the phone number for the husband's, but it's like his office number, and that mailbox is always full. So it's like either I drive to his office to get him, or I drive to his house like at 30-40 minutes to knock on the door. And I mean, I might have to do that, most people won't, but I don't really care. I'll do it, and we'll see what happens, because I mean, that's something that I'm not opposed to doing, and it works.
That's always a bad sign when their voicemail is full. I mean,
yeah, I know.
Crazy.
Like, I don't know. I mean, I could try. I guess I didn't try his actual, like, I guess, CPA office line. I rather go to his direct line. But yeah, I mean, he's like, what's his name? What is his name's like William something, William S. At this and he, like, I forget his last name, Sumlum or something, office CPA, blah blah blah. Please leave a message after the beep. And it's like, mailbox is full. And it's just like, all right. And the wife's not answering me, so I don't know. So, but yeah, I might have to just go there myself, or to his place. I don't know. But yeah, those are 2. I mean, those are 2 okay leads. I mean, obviously, I still got a lot of stuff to do to get the pipeline full, because I have a deal closing today, and after that, it's, you're back to, I don't know what my next, I guess, deal is coming from. So you always got to keep the pipeline full. So you just keep going deal after deal. But yeah. So let's see here. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Anything else you guys got going on?
Hey, good morning, Terrell.
How you doing?
All right, this is Levi.
How you
Um,
doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. So I got a couple of yes. Hey, how you doing, sir?
Walking this side.
Okay,
Over here, swing around because they working here.
okay.
They got the street block off here.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna move that down. You can pull up on the pavement on that end.
Will do.
All right, because I'm gotta do this and I gotta get out of here.
Got you.
All right. All right, go ahead.
Hey, Terrell. I got a prospect here. I want you to take a look at. It's an apartment complex with 3 stories. It already has like a customer paying rent, a business at the bottom level. So the 2 upper levels that's pretty cool and open, and it's like redone.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's an older building though. The building, it has the old heater, the old heat, and everything like that. However, there are 2 other buildings associated with this one. If we can get this one under contract, that would be cool. I was looking for like some help with negotiation with the properties, because if we can lock this down, there are 2 other buildings that are like demolition style. Like one doesn't even have a floor, the other has a floor, but it's like in horrible condition. But
Gotcha.
they're all in the same area, and it's in the business. It's in the business district. So all 3 of them are like commercial, zoned off commercially.
Okay. What's the address?
Okay, the address is. Oh, let me get my stuff together here. I'm actually at work at the same time, but this is the main building is 423 Market Street, Camden, New Jersey.
Mark, 423 Market Street. What was the city?
Camden, New Jersey, 08102.
How do you, okay, New Jersey 08102. Got it.
Yeah. So at the bottom, you'll see it's 3 levels. All 3 levels are operational and ready to go. They just need like little. They called it. They renewed everything, but it still look old as hell to me.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's see, apartments. I'm trying to find like I wonder where it's like Market Street. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. It's like shows up that way.
I would like to bypass this dude because he's talking about $775,000. So about 20% of that will probably be around 148,000 that I'm going to need
Shows up that way.
to get it.
Okay, here's Street View here. Okay. And how, so it's just, I'm confused. Is it, because I see it comes up as an apartment, 423 Camden Street, or sorry, 423 Market Street. But is it like one apartment you're discussing with the?
No, it's the entire building.
It's the entire building. Okay. Yeah.
It's the entire building. They want $775,000.
Okay.
For this piece of shit.
How many units?
3 levels. 3 levels. The first level of business is already in there. So I was going to calculate that. All I got to do is put 2 other businesses on each level. Put a business on each level because the first level is already taken.
Okay. So what? So 1 residential and then 2 businesses. So it's 3 units total.
Yeah, but they're actually floors. It's entire floors.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, how many units is this address? You're saying 3 levels. Like, I mean, so it's not 3 units. There's 3 levels to this place.
It's well, right. It's like zone, like commercially or whatever. So what I would like to do is put business on one level.
Okay. Is there?
The square footage is 3,846 square feet plus a basement.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to understand like how it's all because I mean to calculate everything I would like it's I know you're saying like 3 levels, but I mean are there like how many?
Floor.
Yeah, 3 levels, 3 floors. I'm just trying to understand like how many
How many rooms are in each level,
Yeah,
each floor?
yeah.
Oh man, it's like I think it's like 4 or 5 offices
On each floor.
on each floor. Yeah, it's 3,846 square feet.
Okay.
Hey, Terrell,
Hey, Garth. how you doing?
my software is saying that place has 6 commercial and 1 residential.
6
Oh
commercial.
wow.
Okay. All right. 6. Thank you. Appreciate that, Garth.
Sorry about that. That's why I'm bringing it to y'all so y'all can dissect this thing.
Yeah, I mean, I see for me on my end. I mean, it probably can't be right. I mean, it's saying number of residential units 355. Like number of buildings 1, number of residential. I don't know. So like, it's probably best to get talk to. I don't know who you were chatting with, but like find out the exact number. Because I have this on my end. I mean, I put 1 market. I mean, sorry. I did 1. Maybe that's why.
No. It's 423.
Yeah, 423.
Yes, sir.
Let me see what that says. I only see number of buildings 1. Comparable proof of closure. It's not going to show me anything other than that.
Ooh, we can all eat off of this one. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, I can't. I don't. On my end, I'm not. It's not showing me how many units.
I have to verify that with the people I'm talking with.
Yeah, so you would just want to. I mean, I see here that they're in pre-foreclosure.
Are they?
I don't know if that's it's saying recorded. It was recorded May 13th, 2022. That's the recording date?
Okay.
They had a loan on the property since 2018. They bought it for $275. The loan that they took out in 2018 was for $250. Estimated loan payment of around $1,200. Yeah, owned by Ash. I guess he has it named as his LLC. Have you been chatting with Ashton?
Yes. I had the John Dose is his name.
I see Ashton Alexander. So like,
I wasn't even talking to him.
Okay, and maybe you're talking to like one of the gatekeepers of him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming Ashton probably owns that because I mean he has it titled as this name, Properties LLC. Let me see.
Ashton, let me write this down.
Yeah, it says Ashton Alexander Properties LLC. I see also it's like 7 properties under this. There's also a Dean Tally, TALY, Properties Corporation. So those are 2 names here.
So Ashton, Alexander, and what was the other name?
Dean, so DEAN, and then last name TALY. That was the second name I see here. And then Properties Corporation is that name for
Properties
Corporation. So maybe I don't know who. I mean, sometimes you could find out like if you search like if you do like the LLC finder for either of those names, maybe you'll see the representatives for you'll see the managing member, you'll see the other representatives for that LLC, and maybe that's who you're chatting with. I don't know.
And what was the loan amount? in the actual, how much it is?
So according to my thing, it says they took a loan in 2018 for $250,000. It has had an estimated payment of $11.99.
They give
Again,
me the
that's
phone line to put this in.
No, sir. It's a cell unit associated with the panel, and that dials out. You can bypass the phone line.
Okay, so what's your timeline you think on this?
This is going to take 2.5 hours, if that. I can knock it out in an hour.
Y'all guys don't work on Saturdays?
No, sir.
Monday.
I'm coming right now.
Yeah, cause I got my plate loaded. I don't even
Okay.
know why I committed it.
Okay. All right. I'll be right there. All right, guys. I gotta go. But could you just study this, and then I'll get back with you.
okay.
All right.
Thanks for putting that in there. But yeah, just reach out to me on Discord if you're able to find that information, if you need more information or anything like that.
Thanks.
Yeah, I see that one's on LoopNet. So
Or one more time.
I see that it's on LoopNet. I just
Okay.
doesn't. I'm trying to see if it has anything about income.
Probably not. So I think he wanted. So they paid $275. I think they said he wanted $775 or something, 700 something.
Right. Oh yeah, he's got to get more info. I don't know what the income is on this thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Need a
going in the dark.
All right then. Anything else you guys got going on? Can't really do much. It's hard for me to work deals like this, guys, when there's like little to no information. So you got to try to see what information you could grab. Hopefully, when it's a multi-unit like this, you know, either residential or commercial, like we're gonna have to have to have a P&L statement. So P&L statement is basically the profit and loss statement. So you can know how much, you know, gross it's making, gross, net, operating income, all that kind of stuff, and see what the cash return is. Let's see here. Anything else you guys got going on? Let's see here. I guess I could show you. Let's see what else I could show you. Just trying to think. I mean, any other. I mean, I don't want to like pick and. I mean, do you guys have anything you guys need help on, or I don't really have anything else that I got going on for myself this week or anything like that, other than those two leads. Oh, sorry, Greg, you have your hand up? So I didn't see that there.
Yeah, I was wanting to find out what's the quickest way to do comps in Texas because it's a non-disclosure state.
Yeah, it's I know it's a frustrating thing. I'm sorry that you have to deal with that. What I do, sometimes PropStream will tell me what it sells for, what the property sold for exactly. Other times it doesn't. It's like weird in Texas. Like some cities or whatever allows it, PropStream to tell me, like others don't. Like, I mean, let's say if I go to like Austin, Texas, and then I click on a random thing, maybe it'll tell me what it's sold for. I don't know. Let's say Wind Cave. Okay, I don't see anything there.
I just put it in the chat, and I looked it up on PropStream, and it didn't show what it sold for.
This one did. I mean, this one says MLS. Or there's two prices here. I don't know, but I have to look and see. But anyway, like sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Then also too, like if you're looking on Zillow, like I just kind of I guesstimate. Like I see like if there's a comp that was like obviously you could tell like a flipper renovated the property. Then I look at like what it was pending for and kind of make my assumption from there. Like maybe it's like, you know, maybe it sold for that price, maybe $10,000 lower, $10,000 higher, but it's in that range, you know. So if you're off by like 10, 15. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It still gives you like, you know, an idea, or you could just call the agent and see, you know, if you really want to know the exact number, because they're the ones that, you know, obviously they sold the property, and they also, you know, or if you have an agent friend in Texas that can, share MLS access or have use their access to help you as well. It's like, hey, can you look to see what these 3 properties sold for me? And then hopefully they get back to you on that. But that's pretty much all you could really do.
Yeah, I've been asking the agent what comps were, but I also look at the tax assessment on how far off is the tax value usually?
Well, I don't do it. I don't know how far off it usually. Like for this one here, it's saying 75.99. I don't know if that's accurate or not. I don't do any deals. I just do my deals in Pennsylvania and also in Florida. So like I can't really tell you like, usually how accurate that is.
That's where that's my pain point right there is getting good comps.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I wish if I had a struggle with, I mean, if I lived in Texas or let's say if I did my any sort of deals in Texas, I mean, I probably would have probably a good loophole to recommend. But I mean, I don't, so like I don't really have to worry about that. The only thing I could really suggest is going on those data sites like PropWire, PropStream, Batch Leads, hoping that it's that address is that the sold amount is in there, and also to either reaching out to those comps that you find, reaching out to those agents, or just looking to see what it was pending for, and then kind of making an assumption from there. You could always reach out in the Discord too. I mean, there's people in Texas, and you could always ask, like, maybe they might have a better route, or maybe they're able to help you. But Daniel said here, like what I was saying, just build a relationship with a local agent, and then they could help you get comps on those non-disclosure properties. So like you have a few options. Obviously, kind of like annoying to have to resort to all those options. But I mean that's probably the best way for you to get an idea. If you have a good lead, if you're working it and you're just trying to see, because finding an ARV, a true exact ARV, is very important when calculating your deals. Let's see here. Any questions, guys? Anything you guys got going on? Let's see. For whenever you guys have closings, always make sure, like I have a closing today. So what I did was made sure like everything was good. I usually call the day before, the 2 days before, to make sure like there's the HUD. Make sure everyone's getting paid accordingly, like their assignment fees correct. You could also tell the title companies beforehand. Some title companies do, some title companies don't. I made sure if this title company I kind of like using, so I'll just keep using them. But yeah, they just make sure they split the HUD. Sometimes you don't want the seller to see how much you're making. You'll be like, because if they do, then they might, I've never had this happen before, but Eric had this happen, like where they threw a whole big fit. I think Eric was at the closing table too. And then it's like, they see assignment fee, A1 assets, making X amount. It's like, you're making this much? I could have sold it for blah, blah, blah more. So, it's always good to split the HUD. So with that being said, the seller will only see the transaction between you and him or her. They won't see that they won't see the full HUD where it would state like my name, my LLC, assigning it to whoever the end buyer's name or his LLC, his or her LLC is, and for a fee. So they won't see that. So so just make sure, again, when you're having your closings, that could some title companies don't do that. There are some title companies that do that. Just, it's always good to, when choosing a title company that's wholesale friendly, you ask that question. But yeah, no, I mean, that's pretty much what I did yesterday. And we're closing at 1. I won't be there. I usually, I'm usually never at closings, so everything, I know the seller's showing up at 1. I don't know what time the buyer's showing up. But either way, I mean, everything should be funded today, and be good to go. So, and then it's also too, it's a good thing that, I know the seller, it's not the first time this has been asked of me, but like the seller, he's like, can you show me what it looks like afterwards? Luckily, I know who's buying it, so like I could always, do that if need be. But, it's always funny because they think that I'm gonna go all the way and renovate it and stuff like that. So that's why they asked that question.
Actually, I used to get that as a lot as well, okay, when I was buying properties, like off market and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I'd be like, they would ask me to show what it looked like afterwards, and they were usually always impressed.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, luckily, I mean, like again, like luckily I know the person, so like it won't be difficult to just, for him to reach out to be like, hey, look, we're nearing completion. And I could reach out to the seller, like, hey, look, you want to take a look in and see and blah blah blah, and I guess take some of the credit, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it's like right by my house, so it's not an inconvenience for me to drive there or whatever. Let's see. And also too, it's a good thing. I mean, I like those sellers where it's like they have more, and so like this one went well, so like I know he'll call me. Like I know I'm gonna get a random call. Let's say come sometime next year. It could be February, it could be March. Like, hey, look, the tenant's out of this property. I want to sell this one. You're open to it. You want to take a look at it. Blah blah blah, and go from there. So it's always nice getting those recurring, calls like that from sellers because they have more properties and everything went well with the closing. So, let's see. Let's see what else. I mean, all I can really say, guys, and you just keep doing what you're doing. Right now I'm going after lien lists and pre-foreclosure lists. So, I mean, definitely pre-foreclosures. They're definitely more motivated to want to do something because they have excellent, they only have a certain amount of time before they don't have the option to, have, I guess, full control of, of the house. So it's always good to reach out to pre-foreclosures. Yeah, I mean, you could work other leads too, like high equity leads and stuff like that. But I mean, sometimes, it's not only you working them, it's like you and everybody and their mother working them too. So a lot of competition that way. If you want to get pre-foreclosure leads before they hit sites like PropStream and all that kind of stuff, then it'll be definitely proactive of you to go on the county website. For me, it's like Pinellas County, typing in Pinellas County Clerk of Courts, then pulling up the pre-foreclosures. Sometimes they're also titled Liz Pendants, pulling that up, and then putting in like, oh, you want to get, everyone who's been notified about default this past week. And then those, most of the times, probably like 9 times out of 10, like all those addresses that are listed there aren't even in the PropStream system because it usually takes about 2 to 3 weeks to register. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And that's how you would be in front of like I would say like 60% or 60 to 70% of people because not many people do that. But yeah.
I had one last question for you.
Yeah.
Just using like rough numbers. So let's say somebody was asking $100,000 for their property, it's a rental and it brings in $1,000 a month. Would you be able to find sellers if I went to the seller and I went, I'll give you $120,000 for the property and I'll pay you $500 a month with like a 6-year balloon, but there's no interest on it. So I'm actually kind of like the interest is kind of like built into my offer.
Yeah,
but then like $500 every single month comes off what I owe them. So I mean, you'll be able to pay that property off in like 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be able to sell a deal like that?
Yeah, people, especially with the no interest thing. I mean, yeah, people like. I mean, there are some people who even though it's not cash flow, the interest rate is good, so they'll take it. But yeah, if you had a deal like that, I mean, it's not difficult to work it because again, like it depends how much over I mean, those are those are those are okay numbers to still work. But yeah, I mean, the interest is what, if there's no interest on the deal, I mean, yeah, it's a no-brainer to like most buyers. And, I would just advertise it, create a finance opportunity. I'll put, obviously the address. I'll put in big exclamation points, 0% interest, and, I should get a whole bunch of calls. And also too, me and Eric are going to be investing into I don't know exactly when, because I mean we gotta put, it's gonna take, I think 25 to 30 grand to be included in the investor lift to have access to their buyers. So like you'll get those people and you can see everything. Me and him had a meeting about it yesterday. So, it's basically Eric called it like it's buyers on steroids. So, we'll see. Obviously, we don't have access yet, but we're planning to get that underway. And so we're able to, pretty much try to move anything, if anything is possible. Because let's say, our buyers list, it's okay, but there is room for improvement. So hopefully we get that, let's say, going within maybe start of January. And, we can try to move anything that comes across that you guys send over to us. So we're hoping for that relatively soon here. But yeah, so yeah, anything creative, anything. I mean, I do have people asking me for creative all the time. But I mean, for me personally, most deals I get are, I work at wholesale. Because again, it's like it takes a special type of situation with the seller to be willing to wait and get pretty much like a check each month and not get the whole lump sum right away. So, most people just want the whole pie. They don't want to wait, 5 years to be cashed out, for example. But yeah, good question. Any other questions, Greg? I see your hand up, Greg. I'm not sure if that's from let me just lower it here. I'm not sure if that's from your previous thing.
That's from the, yeah,
Okay.
just from the previous one.
Carlos, you have a question?
Yeah. How about when we're doing the repair cost value? I know Eric did like a sheet by square feet. Do you think it can exceed besides that value that Eric did? Like a complete
You sound kind of far away. Can you repeat the question again?
You hear me now?
Yeah, it's better now. It's clearer.
So I had that sheet that Eric did about the square footage and getting the repair value cost.
Yeah.
Do you think it can exceed what he did? Like a major, like complete gut down. Like he put, I think, like 90,000 or 100,000. Do you think it can pass that?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's pretty. I mean, I know that repair calculator thing is it's from 2021. So I mean, if stuff went up a little bit, but nothing too crazy. I mean, I would say, like, for example, this one deal I have, it's like 800 square feet. It needs everything, including a roof. HVAC is fine. HVAC is 2 years old, needs a new roof, needs everything. It was a smoker's house. So like the walls are pretty much like yellow, and the tenant took pictures off the walls. You can see the white, where the picture was. So like that home, I was getting between 60 to 65 in work, and that's an 800 square foot house. So that's a full rehab. So just that, so I don't know. I mean, I would have to pull the list up right here and see how much that full gut is on there for. I don't know if it's priced the same or not, but that should give you an idea. But it's relatively close. I mean, materials did go up a little bit, obviously, as time goes on. I mean, I'm not one shopping at Home Depot, but I mean, I know the price for stuff. I mean, it's just like everything else, price for, let's say, wood, like 2x4 wood, like, it used to be this much. Now, like 3 years later, it's this much, so just keep that in mind, but nothing too significant,
So I got this one house. I've been trying to contact the guy. He didn't pick up. I'm gonna try again today. It's about a little less than 1,700 square feet.
Yeah.
It's like complete gut down, like complete remodel. You think 100 should be fine.
I would say for 1800 square feet, I would say complete, from top to bottom, roof included. I would say about like, 90K, 80 to 100, depends on the types of finishes, but like, 90 to 100 is probably most reasonable for a complete rehab.
Okay, in case I can't get in contact with the guy, I can still send you guys the listing and try to partner up.
Yeah. I don't, it's always good, that we have some information, but yeah, I'm assuming this is a for sale by owner type situation. So, it's probably not even, owner probably doesn't have the property listed anywhere. So it's just like kind of like a cold type of call. But I mean, we could try. I don't know if, cause I know Eric made the partner with Eric Tab. So like, I don't know if he's accepting like leads that where you guys didn't contact anybody. I'm not 100% sure. I would have to look and see. Cause I only skimmed over the partner with Eric thing. So like, I don't know exactly if that's one of the tabs that you could use for inputting a lead that you haven't contacted yet. I don't know. I would have to look and see, or you could look and see, or I would have to ask Eric because I don't know off the top of my head.
All right, I'll figure it out. If worst case comes to worst, I'll talk to him on Tuesday or I'll text him.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. No worries. Any other last minute questions, guys? No? All right. Well, I guess we'll end the Zoom for today. If you get, like I said, if you guys have anything you guys are working on, if you guys want to partner with me and Eric, reach out in the Discord, or you can, put Eric has the partner with Eric tab on Discord. You can input it in there so I could see as well. I could see that as well. So, I didn't check today, so I don't know how many people inputted stuff. I know yesterday, I think there was 2 people who sent stuff in. But yeah, if you guys have anything, just let me know. If you guys have any generic questions, let me know. Reach out to me on Discord. And I could, obviously try to add my 2 cents in and see what I could, do for you. But in the meantime, have a good rest of your Friday. Have a good rest of your weekend. You could also call on Saturdays. I call on Saturdays too. I don't really go too heavy, but that's a good way to reach a lot of people that you don't really get in contact with during the work week. Also too, if you try calling somebody, let's say I tried calling somebody at 11 a.m. today, they don't answer. Maybe it's good to try again at like 4 or 5 p.m. You might get some responses. So just keep that in mind. Always try it twice and stuff like that. And if that doesn't work, you could always try going to their house, knocking on the door, and seeing if you're able to reach to them. If they're able to answer, so you could reach them, and then maybe they might be interested. Maybe they might take your card. I don't know. But yeah. You guys have a good rest of your Friday. I always enjoy doing these meetings. You guys take care now.